James Turner for the untouchable True School Sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so it's better late than never, but this is my video on Regis Prograis versus Jack Catterall. You know, they're fighting this weekend. You know, it's a bit of a slow time in boxing. You know, there's not really any big time boxing. You know, there's a couple little fights. This is one of them. Good fight, you know, for the 140 division. You know, you have Regis Prograis, who we haven't really seen or heard much of. You know, he hasn't fought since last December when he got absolutely beat up by Devin Haney, right? Lost his WBC title. And then, you know, Jack Catterall, the last time he fought, he finally got his revenge on paper by beating Josh Taylor. So he's finally kind of put the Josh Taylor saga behind him, which it was a saga that lasted upwards of 3 years with him taking step-aside money, then losing the first fight controversially, and then now he won the rematch. So good on him. But really intriguing fight. You know, two southpaws. You know, so it's a southpaw on southpaw matchup. But really and truthfully, these are two very distinctly different southpaws. You know, Regis Prograis is a southpaw who likes to plant his feet. He's at his best when he has you in front of him, and he's able to, plant his feet and throw those hard power punches to hurt you. Catterall is the more versatile fighter here. Catterall has more with him. You know, he's shown the ability to fight in the pocket. He's shown the ability to be elusive. He's shown the ability to be a counter puncher. You know, there's actually quite a debate. There's actually an argument just based off of what he's done at 140 that Jack Catterall could quite possibly be, you know, if not the best 140 pounder in the world, at least in the top three, at the minimum of being in the top three, just based on what he did to, you know, Josh Taylor at the time he fought him. The first fight especially. So really good fight, and I think, you know, there's been a lot of spice added up to this fight because, you know, now Jack Catterall's manager, the esteemed manager Sam Jones, he got absolutely positively exposed by Regis Prograis because Regis pulled out his phone and played these old voice messages from a couple years ago, I guess, of Sam Jones pretty much saying that Regis is going to beat the brakes off of Jack Catterall. But, you know, Sam Jones contests that, you know, this is before he really knew Jack and started managing him, so it's different, right? So really interesting stuff there. But the fight within the fight for both these guys is going to be about, like most fights in boxing, especially when you have two southpaws, positioning. It's the name of the game in boxing. And, you know, Regis Prograis in his last fight against Devin Haney showed some glaring deficiencies in the positioning department. I think positioning has never really been like his strong suit. Prograis's always been at his best when he's had guys that would sit right in front of him and bang it out with him. Look at like if you go back early back in the day when he fought in the World Boxing Super Series. Look at his fight against Kyle Relic, the guy that he won his first world title from. You know, guy that sat right in front of him in the pocket and did his thing. Even when he fought Josh Taylor sat in the front of the pocket, you know, did his thing. So he looks his best when guys sit there in front of him. When guys tend to move, he has more problems. Julius Ndongo, another one, guy that sat right there in front of him, fought with him. So obviously that there's no mincing about. There's no like you don't have to get confused on how Catterall has to win this fight. Catterall has to win this fight mixing things up, but I think ultimately it's to make Regis fight, make Regis think, and make Regis have to move. The more he makes Regis think and have to move, the higher his chances of winning this fight are. And as for Regis, it's all about getting Jack Catterall to fight your fight. You know, to sit there at mid-range in the pocket with you, and I think Regis is the bigger puncher in this fight. Of course, if he can plant his feet and it has the time to load up on the shots to hit Jack Catterall. So it's a really good style matchup, and it's a good fight for the division because these are both guys that, you know, fought Josh Taylor. Both of them, you could say, depending on who you talk to, you could say both of them got robbed against Josh Taylor because there's a lot of people that thought Regis Prograis beat Josh Taylor, right? So they had that common opponent. And I think they both have something to prove. Like, Catterall's got to continue to prove that he's one of the best 140 pounders in the world. because he's been doing this whole Josh Taylor thing for a couple of years now. So now that he's out of that, he has to really prove that he is truly what he says he is, and that's one of the best 140 pounders in the world. And you know, he still wants to become champion. So the winner of this fight, I'm sure you can look at fights against the other champions like, you know, Teofimo or Liam Paro, or, you know, Liam Paul Hitchens winner, or anybody else. Devin Haney, I think, is still a champion in this weight class too. So that being said, there's options out there for both of them. But that being said, you know, it's just an important fight for the division. And I think if I had to make a pick, like, my heart, I really want Regis Prograis to win this fight. I do. I like Regis a lot. I think he's been one of the American fighters that has been always willing to test himself against the best guys out there. And I respect the way he's conducted himself as a champion over the years. But truthfully, I think Jack is getting him at just the right time. I think Jack's the more crafty, more versatile fighter. I think Jack has developed into a very, very nice fighter at 140. Footwork wise, counter punching wise. And think about Jack, when you watch his fights, you don't think of Jack Catterall as a puncher, but Jack Catterall has this sneaky punching power that always sneaks up on opponents. So I think we'll have more. I think we'll have enough to keep Regis off of him. I think Regis will probably have some moments here and there, but I think Jack will handle those nervy moments and be a little bit too crafty, a little bit too sharp for Regis. And my prediction for the fight is a Jack Catterall competitive fight. You know, in terms of moments, there'll be moments for Regis, but I think Jack Catterall wins a clear UD. So I'm gonna go with Jack Catterall by decision as my official prediction for the fight. But you know, my heart is with Regis. I would like Regis to go in there and knock him out, because I want to see Regis get back and be a factor at 140, become champion again. That would make him, what, a 3-time champion, which, you know, look at his career. It's been amazing to see him become 2-time champion. I remember when he fought, what's his name? Jose Cepeda. That's another guy who sat right in front of him and fought with him. So we've seen in the past, if you sit in front of Regis Prograis and you let him lay these bricks on you, you're going to be toast. So we know what Jack needs to do. I'm sure Jack knows what he needs to do. The question is, can he execute? I think he will. I think he gets a decision. And plus, you got to also factor in, too, they're fighting in Manchester. They're fighting in England. So you got to assume that in a close fight of consequence like this one, the nod is going to go to the hometown guy, Jack. Regis is not going to get a decision in England. He should know that already from fighting Josh Taylor. So I think that's another factor as well if the fight is actually close. So I think Regis needs a knockout. Regis needs to look good. And Regis needs to send a message to the rest of the 140 division that, hey, I may be towards the end of my career, but I'm here to stay, and I'm still a tough out for anybody. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the fight. Sam Jones, whether Jack wins or loses, Sam Jones exposed by Regis Prograis. That's what happened at the press conference today. So make it that what you will. Give me your predictions down below. Who you guys picking? Are you guys picking Regis? Are you guys picking Jack? Let me know who you're picking and why. And yeah, we'll enjoy the fight this weekend. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dang. So until next time, thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterall, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.